Namaste, my warriors, and welcome to Universal Goddess Tarot. Like, share, subscribe. Get the thumbs up, guys, as you get in here, my warriors. Message. All right, the message is they out the door. They out. The comics are out the door. The song that was just on was by DMX. Drop, rock. Oh, I don't know the words, but they're about to drop 11:11 on the clock right now. They're dropping like flies, these comics, for coming at you, my warriors. They came at you, they stole from you, they did forgery, fraud, identity theft, murder, constantly sending, what do you call them, hitmen after you, hit after hit after hit after hit. And what's happening is they're all getting hit. They're all getting hit. I'm telling you, they out the door. They are out the door. That's a revolving door. They're all going to be one after the other. I'm telling you, they're dropping like flies. They're in the hospital. They're in prison. They're going down for federal, for, um, for fraud, theft, mail theft, identity theft, get the theft of your inheritance, the theft of lives, fraudulent charges on doing fraud death certificates, fraud birth certificates, fraudulent. They're going down for everything. You're talking about bankers that were involved with opening up fake bank accounts in your name. If they did it with your social security, they left it off with like a digit was off by your social security. Things like that. They did things like that. They redirected your mail, so you never got any of the mail. You never got any information about the courts. They never gave you a penny, not a penny, not a penny. They bought, everything is bought in your name. The cars are bought in your name. The properties are bought in your name. Homes, apartments. Everything that they bought was bought in your name because they had to make it look like you were the one spending the money. But there's cameras, there's video evidence, there's so much evidence stacked up against them. The trying to get you caught up for trying to get you caught up for an STD. Meanwhile, they're dying of this STD. And I'm telling you, they're dropping like flies. They decided that they were going to have these covens, these secret societies, same men on men, women on women, having orgies with each other. And all they did was that STD, that HIV, herpes, what else? Syphilis, that blood disorder, what's that called? Well, listen, they're going down for it all. They tried to send karmic masculines after you, fake karmic masculines, fake karmic feminines after you to try to infect you. But you've been celibate, you've been behaving. You listen to the Most High. I know I've been celibate now 5 years, 6 years is going on. They caught this right after you let go. It was your energy, it was your protection. You were protecting them. You were protecting all of them, whether they know it or not, right? These fake family members, these fake friends, everybody that was faking your life, everybody was getting paid off. This was like the Howard Truman show. Everybody had a part to play. And now for playing those parts against you, each and every one of them go down for that. Every action that they took, the murders that they committed, these serial killers, because they kill you with poison. That's why, because they know that these hospitals don't test for poisons, for arsenic, thallium. They cannot, they're tasteless, colorless, and odorless. They can be put in water, okay? They were tainting your water. They were tainting your cigarettes, your joint, your blunt. They were tainting your food, your water, your condiments. Everything that you dealt with, it's some of these poisons are absorbed by the skin. They were putting it on your bed sheets. They were putting it in your slippers that they knew you were wearing. They were sprinkling it all over your bed. So when you went to sleep, you were absorbing it as you sleep. They were putting it in your shampoo and conditioner. So while you washed up, you were also being poisoned. I'm telling you, they were very creative on trying to get you. all right? And what they do with the bodies is they go to, once you go into the hospital of dying of a heart attack, that's what goes on to your death certificate, because these hospitals do not test for poison. So if you go down with heart palpitations, which is what arsenic does, you go down in your death certificate as a heart attack. Meanwhile, if they were to, then they go and once you die, they have the body cremated so that they cannot be exhumed to be tested for these poisons. But there are a few out there. There are a few out there that they're getting caught up for murder. Murder, I tell you. All of them plotted around that table to decide how they were gonna murder you. Whether it was in a car accident, right? A hit and run, a stabbing, a shooting, a drive-by shooting, they were accidentally shot. No, they weren't, it was an accident, it wasn't an accident. These car crashes, that's not an accident, they were planned out. All of them. All right, they already, right now on paper, you are dead on paper somewhere, all right? Because they went and collected, that's why they want you dead now. That's why wherever you go, they're tainting. If you go into the bodegas to get something, they're tainting your food. You go into another little store, the little candy shop that you get your Lucy's from, they're tainting your cigarettes. They gotta make it look like, Blue Bassett, 1, 2, 3, namaste, my warrior. Get in here. Get the thumbs up, you get in here, my warriors. Stand strong. Listen, you didn't come this far to quit. They wanna send you suicidal thoughts. They wanna send suicidal thoughts to your children. Your children are protected by the Most High Lord God of the universe. They are protected. You and your children, your lineage, are protected on all four corners of this world by all the angels and the archangels. Then you got a legion of protectors, of angels and archangels. The Most High Lord, the mother who birthed the stars, the goddess of the moon. Listen, you ain't going nowhere. Your children not going nowhere. They keep trying to take out your children in all ways. Why your children made it? My daughter went through being in induced coma. She went through as being born with spinal meningitis. They couldn't take her out as a child. They couldn't take you out as a child. They've been trying to take you out as a child since you were born. And here you are, my warriors. You think you didn't fight this long for nothing? You think that your whole family, your friends, everyone turned their back on you? You think all of that was for nothing? You think you're not standing right now today and fighting for your life for nothing? It wasn't for nothing, my warriors. You're fighting for humanity. You're fighting for the rest of this world. You're that prophet. You're that prophet. You gotta let the message out. So I ask you to put out a channel, put out your YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, put some Facebook, put those messages out there. All right? There's a reason why you made it this far. You didn't fight for nothing. You didn't suffer for nothing. You didn't go through all these criminal activities that they did against you for nothing. They put you out in the street. Meanwhile, you got homes. You own property. You have money. You are made of money. What you have coming, you think that all these people not fighting you for nothing? You think they put you out there for nothing? Come on now. You didn't make it this far to quit now. And they think that they're gonna send you suicidal spells so that you can take yourself out. Laugh at them, because you get that last laugh. You get that last laugh when they put you out in the street and made you homeless. You weren't homeless for nothing. You're hanging on because you know what the Most High Lord got for you. So you keep hanging on. You didn't fight for nothing, man. You didn't fight for nothing. You fought for many. You fought for many. You're not by yourself here. There are many fighting the same war that we fight. We fight for each other. We fight for each other. We're looking out for each other. That's who we are. That's who we are. So I want you to continue to have faith and hope, and don't lose that, because that's what they want you to do. They want to blame the Most High Lord for what you're going through. Meanwhile, they did it. They deliberately put false accusations on you, false police reports on you, so you could be out in the street. They did that purposely. They needed you to be lost in the system, so that the high officials, the FBI, the CIA, Internal Affairs, Homeland Security, the Special Forces, so they couldn't find you. So they want to keep moving you along. See me staying at the Y? They got the Y trying to get me out of there under false reports. One of the staff members, Crystal, another one, no, Lisa, Crystal, they're all poisoning you. All your food is tainted and poisoned, and they get mad that you're using like the sink water, so they turn the sink water, it's always cold. They turn the sink water hot so that you couldn't even drink proper water. Don't worry about it, listen. Just get a bottle of water right before you go in and drink that. So you don't need to be thirsty till you get up in the morning and buy another bottle of water. They can't taint everything. You're smarter than they are. You're 10 steps ahead of them. That's what's killing them, is that you're still alive. They needed you dead because they already put a death certificate on you. They already have a death certificate on you. They already had a funeral somewhere. Yeah. So on paper, you already dead somewhere. Because they needed that money because they're not getting anything else. They put all your funds on overseas accounts so you couldn't touch it. They opened up a bank account in your name close by you so that only they could get into it because they changed either digits, either they changed it has to be one number because these idiots can't remember. So they're doing drugs, they have addictions, they have sex addictions, drug addictions, and they're all walking around with this deadly STD. They don't know that there's people hunting them because they know what they did to them. They know that they decided to have sex with all kind of people out there trying to pass around this HIV. And those people, they mess around with some real serious people, gang members that are gonna come after them. The mob is coming after them for coming after you. I'll tell you something, regardless of what the mob does on the side, they don't play around when you talking about religion. When they don't play around, when you talking about you messing with an earth angel, and you having us look bad at God? You know how religious the mobsters are? They coming at them. They can't go to jail because once these guys go to jail and they know they're going down for pedophilia, for being pedophiles and raping people, they drug them, straight men, straight women. They act like they're their best friends and then they drug them, take them to a hotel, they videotape them having same sex, and then they tell them, if you don't do this, we're gonna show this video. Me? I'll be like, show that shit. Show that shit, because it'll only prove who the fuck they are. Don't be ashamed because you didn't do that. They did that. They drugged you, they took you to a hotel, and they had same sex with you also to try to pass on this deadly STD. They're going down for so much, I'm telling you. These guys are going down as serial killers. They've been killing people, their own family members. Remember, in order to enter these covens, these secret societies, these Masons, the Illuminati, all of them, the Northern Stars, Eastern Stars, Western Stars, they all gotta either sacrifice their firstborn child or the one they love the most. If they don't have any children, the person that does or loves them the most, that's who they have to sacrifice. I want you to understand, because this winter, when who was it? The Kardashians, her husband. What is his name? Well, when he started talking about it and they told him and he started remembering, he goes, yeah, they made me kill my mother. Yeah, they put her under, and then some sort of a blood clot or whatever, a little air bubble went in. No, it was planned that way. It was planned. So when you see people, a lot of people going, oh, they were just having a little surgery on their knee and they died, that was all planned. That was all planned. They took out my mother, my stepdad, my nephew, my niece from my husband's side, and she was the only niece. The only niece they had. The father had to take her out because he was sexually abused, and they believe in incest. They believe in having, they want a strong bloodline, so they figure having sex with their own children is the way to go. This is how evil and demonic they are, preying on their own family members. I got my niece married with my husband, having babies that ain't even his. That's so funny. That's so funny to me. Meanwhile, she was always with me. I was always taking care of her. Always taking care of my nephews and nieces, me. And here she is. And they think that they can come back to you with a sobby story. Let me tell you something, you don't turn back. You don't go back to these motherfuckers, you hear me? I'm telling you, if you go back, you will lose every divinity, every kind of protection that the Most High Lord and all the angels in the universe got for you. You will lose everything going back. Everything. Your life. You got to remember, these people were willing to chop you up. Everybody wanted a piece of you. Your eyes, your heart, your lung, everything about you. They wanted your essence. They wanted your essence, your last breath. They wanted to be the last thing that you saw was them. And they were going to surround you with smiles on their face, taking you apart. So you better remember that when they come back to you, because they're going to come back. I'm telling you right now, the ones that tried to kill you, in all kind of ways, they're gonna wanna come telling you, they wanna explain. There's no, how do you explain being murdered? How do you explain them trying to murder you? You tell me how you willing to take that back. How do you explain having money and a home and assets and them putting you out on the street under false accusation? How do you explain that? I wanna know how you're gonna fucking accept those lies. Because I'm warning you right now. You take any one of these people back from your family, your fake friends, your fake everything, your fake lover, your fake husband, your fake wife, your fake fiance, you take your fake mother and dad, you take them back and you are done. You will have zero protection from the Most High Lord. He's not giving a fuck. Right now, they're trying to pray for him. Meanwhile, they worship the devil. What do you think they're doing? What do you think they're doing? All these with witchcraft, black magic, brujeria, voodoo, santeria, hoodoo, they paid the darkest of the darkest. They flew over the waters to get the darkest of the bayou to come at you. And here you are. You think the Most High Lord didn't protect you from all this magic that they used against you? And then they try to say you did magic on them. Meanwhile, you don't even know magic. You know what your magic is? Prayer. You've become a warrior of prayer. And that's what kept you going day and night. For every little thing you prayed. And he listens. There's a reason you're still here. There's a reason you fought so hard for this. It wasn't for nothing. You got a gift unbeknownst to any of them. What? You have so many, it just bothers me so much. You have so many after you. And you think they're after you for nothing. You think you went after all of this for nothing. You had to fight. This was part of it was written in the stars. For you to get what's coming for you, for the goodness of God, the gifts that he has for you, it was already written. It doesn't matter what they do to you, how many hitmen they send after you. You get bullets shooting at you and you will be the only one that don't get hit. You get a car crash coming at you and that car will swerve. Or they're coming at you to do something, to kill you and harm you, and they try to kidnap you. They try to do drive-by shootings. And what happened with that is they end up in a car crash before they even get to you. Things will happen to them before they could even get to you. There's a reason for you. You are meant to be here, regardless of where you are in life, homeless, cold, hungry. Listen, you were meant to go through this. You had to. You had to. He had to take, the Most High Lord said he had to take everything from you. You had to let go of everything in the past in order for him to rebuild you in the warrior that you are today. Let that sink in. Let that sink in, because I'm sure you lost everything. Everything, even the things that you owned in the house. You owned the whole house, the whole house. I lost everything. I lost over $1 million in assets. Gone. Gone. And they make fun because they show me that they're selling my items on Facebook Marketplace. They show me, they tell me stories. Oh yeah, Dad told me to give them all your jewelry. Yeah. And they laugh about it. Oh, by the way, your dog and your cat died. Oops. We said we were gonna take care of them, but we wound up taking them to the shelter. Uh-oh. Yeah, that they want to break you. They want to break your heart because they find you the weakest so that they could take over. Is when they hurt you and you're gonna cry and you're hurting and you're angry and you want to come at them in the worst way, right? That's what they want. They want you because it feels like they're dragging you into the dark side. When you have those thoughts, don't think about that. Because regardless of what they've taken, I know my mother's in heaven. My dogs, they wait for me. They wait for me on the other side. You don't think I know that? I believe that. I believe that. If I'm holding on here, I lost everything. You guys can fucking do this shit too. You may have went through things as a child that no child should have to go through. You could have been in group homes. You could have been in foster care. You could have been molested, raped. You didn't go through that for nothing. You went all through that and you still survived as a child. As an adult now, you're able to get through it because you got through it as a child. So if you were strong as that child and you went through so much shit, you fucking can do it now. So don't you give up. I'm telling you, don't give up. That's what they want from you. Don't give up. Don't give up. I pray for you, my warriors. I pray for you. To the emperors and empresses, to the gods and the goddesses, to the high priest and the priestess. Don't give up. You didn't go through all of this for nothing. It's here. I'm telling you. I keep hearing just around the river bend. So it's just around the corner, guys. It's there. You already won the court cases, these hidden court cases that you never got papers to. You already won that. Everything. They can't. They gotta fall back. Right now, they're dying like that. You see that door swinging? That's how many are going through the door on the other side. And the devil wants nothing to do with them. They're going past hell. They're going to the darkest of the darkest. The devil wants nothing to do with them. He's like, hell, I didn't send them to do that dumb shit. Even the devil knows. Even the devil knows. So they're going past the darkness of hell. And they know it. And there's no turning back for them now. There is no hope for them. So don't give them a chance to baby cry to you. I'm sorry. I had an addiction. I was so sick. I needed the money to take care of myself in the hospital. I needed the. You don't owe anybody nothing. They're gonna ask for forgiveness. Tell them to go to God with that shit. Tell them to go with God. You know what? And if you do forgive them, you don't have to. Forgiveness does not mean to take them back. You hear me? Reconciliation. Forgiveness does not mean reconciliation. You forgive and you move the fuck on. Forgiveness does not mean going back to that. You will lose everything. You will lose everything. They've been trying to make you lose your mind, make you seem like you were the part of all of this. They're falling. They've already fallen. They've lost their souls. And they've wanted yours. You were the one keeping them alive. You were the one keeping all of them alive. You protected them all this time. And when you pulled back your energy and you did the cord cutting, you could learn all of this on YouTube. Look for cord cutting and do that if you feel like you're still connected to them. Do your spiritual bath. Listen, if you don't have a bath and you just have a shower, all you got to do is sprinkle a little bit of sea salt. They sell it in Family Dollar, Dollar Tree, ShopRite. Little sea salt, right? Sprinkle a little bit of that on the floor. You can light a little tiny tea light and pray. And pray it all away. Remove all of that energy. So they're mad right now. They're mad. Like they're sending everything. They try to get me out under false allegations in the Y. One of the staff members saying, and I'm turning her back. I'm not arguing with you. I never even mentioned your name. And she goes, well, I'm going to report you anyway. So I was wondering, what is she going to tell the cops? I turned my back on her because I'm not going to argue with her. Well, what is she going to tell the cops? So then when the cops did come, she goes, oh, that she was talking to me with her finger in my face, disrespecting me, and said that I was going to, what was it? That I threatened her. And they're all lies. So I suggested to the higher-ups, you guys need to have, just like the cops do, need to wear body cameras so that you get the truth and stop this manipulation shit. because this is gonna cost, I'm writing a letter of a cease and assist letter, so that they need to stop. Because this bullying of trying to get you out on the false, all kind of false, then they wrote, I just found out when they told me that, by one of the managers there, to tell me that, oh, we got a report from you jumping the line in the shower. That I went before somebody else, which was a lie. I get woken up by the staff member for me to take a shower. So how did that happen? And if you're up in the middle of the night watching that shower list, who gets a chance to jump the line? Who gets a chance to scribble somebody's name off? Unless they're asleep, they're asleep in the back, they're asleep in the closet. Nobody's watching the front. Nobody, not at all. Not one person is watching the front. Not one staff member. They all asleep in the back. And then they tell you you can't go back there. Either they're asleep or they're doing witchcraft back there. Right? Because if there's nobody to complain to and something's happening and you can't call on them, what? Then they want to blame you? They want to lie. So my suggestion, wear the body cameras, you know where they're sleeping. Do surprise visits. The higher-ups their managers, their supervisors, they gotta make surprise visits at 2, 3 in the morning so that they know what they're doing, so that they could catch them sleeping in the back. Because they're trying everything possible to get you out. They want you out in the street. When I tell you they want you out in the cold, they want you out in the cold. So I want you to abide by every rule if you're in any of these government facilities. You know, the wardens, they act like wardens now. Make sure you abide by every rule. They say you can't bring a bag up here. Don't bring not a bag up there. Fill your pockets, whatever you need. Get 2 jackets, 3 jackets, whatever it is. Fill your pockets with what you need. Stay strong, my warriors. Listen, they're not done. They're at wit's end. They're running around like a chicken without a head. They need you out of here. To get away with everything they've been doing, they need you dead. But you're not going anywhere. It is written in the stars for you to fight this and survive and live a beautiful, fulfilling life. Listen, once you start living your life, you're gonna forget about all this, all of it. You're gonna be, you get to buy every gift in your life you ever wanted. You get to bless as many people as possible. That's the kind of money you're gonna have. You're not gonna be a millionaire, you're gonna be a billionaire/trillionaire. That's the kind of money, and you're gonna use that money to bless others like you. Okay? And I don't want them to, don't let them change you. Don't let them change. They want to anger you. They want you to be angry and bitter like these bitter bitches. Bitter Betty. These same sex, they act like, they want to act like men, meanwhile they're acting worse than bitches. And they're mad because you're letting all their secrets, their same-sex secrets out. They've been married with you 40 years. Meanwhile, they have a transgender wife, man. They have a same-sex boyfriend, lover. They've been sucking dick and ass since they met you. And they're mad because you were their beard. You were the one who had, they could have 20 children and say, I'm not gay. I'm not down low. I have 20 children here to sacrifice. And they have a life insurance policy on every single one of them. They'll have 20 children just to get paid. They don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck about nothing else. Only themselves. These are these narcissists, these psychopathic, delusional, serial killing, covert narcissists. Let that sink in. They don't give a fuck about nobody but themselves. So let all their secrets out. Let them know that they're all pedophiles, that they sedate children to rape them, so that the children never know what happened to them. This is what they do. They sedate children, men and women, and rape them, so they never know what the fuck was going on. And they videotape everything they do. Everything is on video. And they're being caught up with all of it. All of it. So stand strong. You are on assignment, okay, by the Most High Lord God of the universe. Don't let them change who you are. They can't. You're too good of an angel. You're that earth angel. Remember that song? What if God was one of us? Just a stranger on the bus trying to find his way home. Right? That's you. You're just trying to find your way home. You got this. You got this. You didn't go this far. When I tell you, you're getting a message, you're getting something's coming in for you. Whether it be a phone call, a text, a letter, somebody come and tell you what's been going on. You got your true divine feminine, your true divine masculine coming in. Hold on. Hold on. They're not finished with us, okay? And neither is the most high. They're coming at you while you got all the angels on all four corners of this world protecting you. You know how many times you've been poisoned day in and day out, whether you know it or not? Everything, every little snack they gave you, here you go, have a Twinkie. They done poisoned the damn Twinkie. All right? So stay strong, my warriors. You got this.